Your Honor, I am Advocate C.C. Gobi, appearing for all the respondents except respondent number 5 in this case. Your Honor, respondents 1 to 4 are the official respondents who are vested with the statutory powers to maintain and control the environment and ecology. Your Honor, as per the report filed by the Department of Environment, Government of Maharashtra, and the Indian Coast Guard, the ship sank about 20 nautical miles off the Mumbai on 4th August 2011, resulting in an oil spill. As per the provisions under the coastal red zone notification are applicable up to the territorial water limit, that is 12 nautical miles, whereas the oil spill occurred at 20 nautical miles off the coast of Mumbai. Your Honor, the Ministry of Shipping is responsible for the prevention and control of pollution arising from ship all over the sea, including the major port areas. And the Indian Coast Guard Ministry of Defence is the central coordinating agency for combating of oil pollution in the coastal and the various marine zones in the country. Your Honor, the Environmental Impact Assessment Study has assigned to the National Environmental Engineering Institute, Nagpur, for assessing the environmental damage of oil spill caused due to ship sinking. As per the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974, Environmental Protection Act 1986, it is the primary responsibility for the prevention and control of fire, water and all other pollution in the areas under its jurisdiction. So, the response number 3, Maharashtra State Pollution Control Board has taken measures for protection and control the environmental damage of oil spill caused due to ship sinking. Also, the Director General of Shipping requested to the Indian Coast Guard for rendering immediate assistance to this ship. Your Honor, the jurisdiction of Union of India being a sovereign up to 12 nautical miles as far as the incident is concerned, the primary responsibility is on Director General of Shipping and the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. And regarding this, different government authorities taken remedial measures to mitigate damage caused to the marine environment as per the direction of the response number 3, Maharashtra State Pollution Control Board. In this regard, the board informed the District Collector Mumbai and Municipal Commissioner about the incidents and requested them to initiate necessary mitigation measures and to be prepared for the possible disastrous situation. Your Honor, I seek permission to submit a copy of the said communication. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, further taking into account the gravity of the incidents, board was lodged a complaint on 8/8/2011 at Yellow Gate Police Station, Mumbai, against the owner of the ship company under Section 7, 8 and 9 of the Environmental Protection Act 1986 and Section 43 and 45A of the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974. Your Honor, I seek permission to submit a copy of the same. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, further the Environmental Department, Government of Maharashtra directed the concerned municipality to take up the beach cleaning work immediately and provided financial assistance to the said work. A copy of the same is seek permission to Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, further, response number 3, Maharashtra State Pollution Control Board issued a letter to the ship owner of the company, that is respondent number 5, for remitting financial aid of rupees 3 crore towards the remedial measures of fragile marine environmental damage. Your Honor, I seek permission to submit a copy of the same. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, under the provision of the Maharashtra Maritime Board Act 1996, it is praised that respondent number 4, that is the Maharashtra Maritime Board, its jurisdiction is to the extent of port limits of 48 minor ports on the coastline of state of Maharashtra, and neither their implement nor presence is necessary for proper and effective adjudication in present application. So, Your Honor, it is to praise that maybe delete their name from the array of parties. Your Honor, according to respondent number 7, on the basis of polluter price principle, the ship owner has the liability to cause the damage. So, respondent number 6 is only the consignee of the cargo that was being carried by the ship. So, it is to praise that this honorable tribunal may delete its name from array of parties. Your Honor, it is to praise on behalf of the respondent number 7, that is, it has no place of business in India and is not involved in the accident. As such, the tribunal has no jurisdiction to proceed against the respondent. So may delete their name from the array of parties. Your Honor, it is a stand of respondent number 8 and is submitted that it is that the capitation charges is 3 crore 11 lakhs 86,954 rupees toward the pollution response efforts, and it had to be paid by the ship owner. Your Honor, it is to praise that stand of respondent number 9, that on respondent number 9, that the applicant has no locus standi to file the present application, and the same cannot be entertained by the tribunal. The application can be filed only by the person stated under section 18 clause 2 of the Act 2010. The applicant is not an aggrieved person whose rights have been directly affected. Furthermore, the applicant has not shown in his petition as to how he is entitled to claim the relief and how he is an interested party. According to him, he is interested in the state of marine environment and ecology, which would not enable to him to file this application by expanding the scope of the doctrine of locus standi. Your Honor, further it is aware that the application does not involve any substantial questions relating to the environment, and it is not the case where the direct statutory violation of any of the legislations listed in the Schedule 1 of the Act of 2010 has been raised or even intended to be raised alleged in the application. Thus, the application is not maintainable, Your Honor. Your Honor, it is praised that respondent number 10 has not been appointed as an agent of the ship, and the applicant is no locus standi and if there is any claims which can be passed for causing pollution from sinking of the ship, it lies against is the owner of the offending ship. So, Your Honor, in Vivek Automobiles Limited versus Indian Inc. 2009 17 SEC, in this case, Supreme Court held that the agent cannot be sued when the principal has been disclosed. Section 230 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. No agent can be proceeded against when the principal is identified and sued. So, it is praised that the Honorable Tribunal may delete its name from the application. Your Honor, it is further praised on behalf of Respondent number 11 that Respondent number 11, Delta Group International, also has no jurisdiction to proceed against the respondents. The tribunal has no jurisdiction, and the name of answering respondents should be deleted from the array of parties. So, this to praise that it's a humble submission that respondent number 11 is also maybe deleted the name of the array of the parties. And also praise that respondent number 12, they had nothing to do with the ship. They are neither the agent nor the owner of the ship. So, the only role of respondent number was to make supplies and to make arrangements on humanitarian grounds. So, this Honorable Tribunal may delete their name array of the parties. Also, praise respondent number 13, Your Honor. DG, Director General of Shipping, exercised due diligence and discharged all the responsibilities entrusted to them in accordance with the law. Hence, maybe delete their name from the application. Further, Your Honor, Respondent number 8, Union of India through Coast Guard. It is already submitted statement that the capital charges rupees 3 crore 11 lakhs 86,954 rupees towards the pollution response efforts, and it had to be paid by the ship owner. Your Honor, finally, my contention is that according to under section 17(1) of the Act 2010, the person responsible for causing adverse impact on the environment is liable to pay compensation, Your Honor. Hence, as per the investigation report, that the cause of accident resulting in the leakage of oil and the spread of the oil across the coastal waters and the shores of Mumbai was unseaworthy ship which had been poorly maintained and was technically not suited to handle the water ingress, Your Honor. So, my humble submission is that Respondent number 5, Delta Shipping Marine Services SA, the owner of the ship is solely liable to compensation and cost incurred. That's all, Your Honor. Thank you.